Welcome back to episode 28. Just
Hey.
wanted to say that Billie Jo's still not here, so you're stuck with Laura and myself
From Crazy Not Crazy.
from Crazy Not Crazy. But she's only on vacation this week, so she'll be back with us next week. So we're
Wow.
looking forward to her coming back.
We do miss her. Bill's probably going to have to drag her off the beach, kicking and screaming. We'll have to have an intervention.
Yeah. But I'm sure, it's I know it's a well-deserved vacation, but probably from us too.
Yeah.
But she'll be excited to come back, say hi to everyone, let us know what she did on vacation. So,
And we'll be glad to have her back because it's like
we will be.
We've had to, we bumbled through this without without Billie Jo. It's like we're like lost.
Yeah, we feel like a couple lost puppies
with our
here.
episodes, and we need that. It flows so good with the three of us, so
yeah, she's definitely missed, but she'll be back next week. So, with the weather and stuff too, though. So bear with me because I feel like I'm a little stuffy. I'm starting to come down with a cold, and I think it's like a summer cold, so it's gonna last forever. And they usually suck.
Are the worst, probably from sitting out in the It wasn't really raining, but last
drizzling
weekend
a
we
little
were
bit.
out by the fire all night, and it was like that misty drizzle. And the air was so damp.
Well, it doesn't help because I'm trying not to turn my heat on because we're in July now, so, but the nights are still kind of cool. I don't know, it's because all the rain or what, but.
And so damp. I thought about that. I was like, I would love to just because we heat with wood normally,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, if I just started a fire and just with one or two sticks just to dry the house out. But Tom would probably stroke out if I started the fire right now. He would be like,
I know, but you almost want to. It takes the chill. There is a chill because of the rain, the humidity, and it's just.
Yeah, and it's been so bad. We've had a month of it now.
I know.
So it's even everything in the house just feels damp.
Yes.
So that's why I'm thinking I'd love to just start the stove and just dry that. That's all it would take too, 2 sticks. It would dry the house right out.
I
but
know.
we would be boiling in there though too.
Well, that's the thing though. It's still so humid and just kind of muggy, sticky. So I'm still running my AC. So I'm kind of but I feel like I have to. But the weather's just kind of crazy. So if I sound stuffier than normal,
those colds are the worst. And that gives me, when you talk about a summertime cold, I do have a good tip. So let's do a tip of the week.
All right.
Because sometimes we
Laura.
get those. Yeah. When you talk about colds, I have never found I don't think cold medicines for me work.
Right.
The only thing that I have found that gives me any relief from a cold is when you rub Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet and put socks on and climb into bed, and then you're in this really nice vapor bubble. You guys probably know I like bubbles because I think it wasn't long ago I had the lemon bubble I was in.
Oh, and, yeah.
Now I want to be in my Vicks Vapor Rub bubble if I have a cold.
I gotta say, I tried that before, Laura, and of course you put the Vicks on your foot, you put your sock on, and you have to do it right before you go into bed because it's gushy and
Oh yeah, it feels nasty on your feet, walking around on it.
But I did try it, but I think I was just too far into the cold that I don't think it I'm sure it works. Right now I should try it and I think it would help. Yeah. But I think when I did try it, I was really, really sick. So I couldn't have been, I didn't know if it helped or not.
Yeah, if you're sick to your stomach or something, it probably wouldn't help.
No, I'm talking even to clear it out. I'd rather just put it on my chest and just have it get to the spot because I feel from my feet it takes too long.
I don't know, but I put it on and then wrap myself in that blanket. It's almost like it's just trapped in there, and I just feel like I'm in this total bubble of it, and I can breathe. I'm not coughing as much.
Maybe that's true.
It's not a cure for the cold. A cold, no matter what, you gotta ride it out.
Yeah.
But I feel for me, it actually gives me some relief of the cold symptoms.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Okay,
and that's why I just swear by that.
So you do the Vicks on your foot with
with socks
Yeah.
and climb in bed and get in that vapor bubble.
Yeah,
And I just
vapor
feel like
bubble.
I get such a better sleep, you know? I mean, a cold's a cold, it sucks.
Well, that's where
You
I'm
know?
at right now. I feel like I'm getting that cold and it's like, ugh.
But I mean, as women, you know, I mean, now we're sitting here crying about our colds, but we do suck our colds up pretty good.
Oh,
You know?
I'm just saying, I feel like I'm stuffy. I feel like I'm coming down with that cold, so just kind of telling everyone to just kind of, I'll suck it up. We always do,
we do. Like when you like have a woman with a cold and a man with a cold. Sorry, guys, but it happens. You know, all you girls out there know what I'm saying. Like, have you ever see a man cold?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
How's the man cold at your house?
No, Stu's he's pretty tough. He don't let nothing faze him.
He doesn't? Oh.
No.
Yeah, Tom, when he can like have surgery on his arm, break a finger, cut a finger off, you name it, he'll be fine. But
Right.
he has a cold and oh boy. He has like
Stu's always the type where I say like, "Hi, are you feeling okay?" He's like, "Feel great. Yeah, I feel good."
Wow.
And I know he's feeling like crap, but he's like, "No, I feel good. I feel good." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for him. He sucks it up. I'm probably whinier than Stu is then with a cold.
I'm just whiny over everything.
Yeah, that's true.
But I
Probably
suck
me
it up
too.
and deal with it.
Yeah.
So, but I got a question for you, Laura. I have a house phone, and I know you do. So there's a lot of people that think like, why do you still have a house phone? And there's certain people that still call me on a house phone, but it was always because my kids were in school. My parents and older relatives had my house phone, and when you talk to them, I feel like cell phones like mess with my head when I talk on a long time on the phone with it. So I prefer to talk on my house phone when it's a long conversation. So, but when I'm talking to my kids, I want my cell phone because they text, like we're constantly texting like all the time in a group chat. Do you use your house phone a lot, or is it something that you think you can get rid of now?
No, I wouldn't want to get rid of it because I do use it a lot. For one, I'm with you. I can hear much better with it.
Right.
And it doesn't. I don't have to worry about it being charged. It doesn't die on me. I can hear it. I can hear it ring.
And when you lose power too, as long as you have the right kind of phone, you can still have a phone. And like a lot of times my battery will die halfway through when I lose power and stuff. So I still have at least the comfort of knowing I still have a phone to use.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anybody's number anymore.
I know, me neither. And I should give it up because it's a dumb bill to have these days. But
I know.
It is, I can just hear it. Especially like, I don't know, nobody wants those middle of the night calls, but like,
no, true. That's a good point.
If there's any kind of emergency, I would not want to miss a call for an emergency. And I think it's good for me with the landline phone because then when I'm home, I don't even have my cell phone out.
You never answer your cell phone usually. Like,
no.
I mean, it's like hours will go by before you
even look
respond.
at it. Yeah, so it's not a good way, except for like when I'm not at home. Like if I'm traveling or wherever I'm at, I pay attention to my phone then because my landline's not there. So when I'm home, I tend to use the landline and I don't pay attention to my cell phone. But when I'm outside of the home, I have my phone, cell phone.
Yeah. Oh, cell phones are definitely convenient. Like I said, my girls hardly ever call me on the house phone. Like I can't remember the last time they called on a house phone. We're in a group chat, so like I said, we're constantly, updating each other in that,
texting all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So is that how you and Chelsea communicate?
We do all three. We talk on the landline. Sometimes the cell phone. Sometimes we're texting, and it's funny. It's potluck because she's busy, so she's not usually like an instant. For us, it's a timing thing. For us to connect and stuff. So, Chelsea knows it's an emergency if I'm blowing up her phone, though.
Right.
So then she would get to me, but usually, we're just pretty chill. I mean, we talk sometimes we might talk a couple times a day.
Sometimes will she pick up for you like? What is tonight? Oh yeah. So like I don't know what she's got going on, but if you call her right now, would she pick up for you? You think hit and miss?
Oh, do you want to try it?
Why not?
Let's call her. Let's see if she'll answer.
This is something
Oh,
different.
boy, yeah, let's give her a call.
Put it on speaker.
All right, we'll surprise her. Or I'll be surprised when she doesn't answer.
Yeah, it might be short. It might be a short phone call.
Potluck, but it'll be funny. We'll see if she answers tonight. Okay, on the
Maybe
phone.
you should have sent her a text. Is that speaker? Is that up all the way?
I think it's up all the way. Hey, Charles.
You picked up, Chelsea.
Oh.
Hold on. Can barely hear you. Do you have us on speaker, Charles?
I do not. I'm talking directly into the phone with my mouth.
Oh, wow. We can't really hear you that good, Chelsea.
I'm proud of you for picking up for your mama, though.
You actually picked up the phone, so we're really happy. Let me try calling you right back, because maybe we have a bad connection. I'll try calling you right back and see if you can come in better. Just
Chelsea,
so you know.
I was going to say, your mother's not telling you. We're actually doing Crazy Not Crazy, and we were just kind of checking it to see if you were going to pick up or not. So you are...
Get out of here.
So you're actually on our episode right now on the podcast.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let me try calling you right back. You'll answer, right?
I definitely will.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Love you. Bye.
You think she'll answer?
Oh, well, we'll try calling her and see if I don't think, just for anybody that's listening, we also do video, so I don't think people on the video would be able to hear her.
No, so let's try it again.
Let's see if, oops, I was going to call you.
I might not pick up, Laura.
Oh my God, that would have been funny if your cell phone started going off. All right.
You got your volume all the way up?
I did. Oh, speaker.
Hello. Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm having a lot of cat drama going on in my house right now. Suki, no, you're not going to hiss at her. This is her room.
Oh, what?
Let's not be giving me the lip, cat.
Chelsea, you know
no.
you're on the episode, right?
Oh,
You're on an episode of Crazy Not Crazy, and you sound like a crazy cat lady.
Oh, I wish Chelsea, try us on speaker. I want everyone to hear. I hope they got what we got.
Suki, say hi to the cameras.
Oh, we don't have you on camera, Chels.
Oh, well, anyways, what's your problem, Cat? You're good. But if you're gonna growl at her, you're gonna get kicked out of here.
What's going on with the cat situation?
It's getting better. No, like, Olive is good with all the cats, which is the littlest cat. One of our cats, Amelia's cat, Suki, she really likes to growl at Winnie. So now Winnie's hiding, and I feel bad because Suki's on that cat tree that you gave me, Ma. But she's just growling nonstop, and I'm like, this is Winnie's stomping grounds.
Oh, see, so Winnie is Chelsea and her boyfriend's cat, and then they have roommates that have cats.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I think her roommate's cats, it sounds like, are in Winnie's space, and then they have the balls to growl at Winnie.
Yeah, are you hearing her?
No, I can't hear
Chelsea,
them.
do you have us on speaker?
I do. She just hissed right into the phone and everything.
Oh, try and get her to hiss again.
Oh, gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we have a very good connection. Do
No,
you?
for some reason, Chelsea, I don't know if people can hear you, so.
Oh, I've definitely dropped my phone in a lot of water at a lot of different times, so it could be me too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the recording would hear you, but the video, I don't know if the video is picking you up.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely, anytime you call me, I will most likely pick up my phone.
Well, move around a little bit, Chelsea. Just kind of like move around in wherever you are and talk.
Alright.
We gotta talk.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I have a board game, a card game right here. I don't know if you guys want to play with it.
I think,
Oh.
you know what, Chelsea? Unfortunately, I think we got a bad connection. So maybe we'll plan sometime to have you come back on live, or we'll figure out how to have a good connection with a phone call.
Yeah, this was our first time, Chelsea, so we appreciate it, and I definitely will play that game with you because I suck at all games, so I'll try it.
Yeah, and you probably haven't heard this episode yet, but Billie Jo's on vacation, so me and Kim are like, even though Kim's our IT person, we are totally having technical difficulties, so we need to wait for Billie Jo, and maybe we'll try a phone call another time.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Anyways, you guys have fun with the podcast.
All right, love you, Charles. Thanks for answering your phone.
Yeah, thanks, Chelsea. Bye.
Bye.
I'll let you hang it up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, and at least she answered the phone for me.
She did, Laura, so.
Yeah, anybody like who's watching or listening, if there was like a little bit of weird audio, it was our technical difficulties.
We were trying to do something different, make a phone call, see if it worked, and she did pick up, so you proved your point.
That's
so.
pretty good. So
She was having an episode with her cat, so.
Yeah. No, she turned into a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, so. But yeah, that was fun anyways. Next time, hopefully we'll get it a lot better. Billie Jo, like, I come up with the ideas and she'll fix it and straighten it out, so.
She does. I mean, sometimes we'll try, but.
We do our best. We do pretty good, but, usually we, like I said in a couple episodes, we come up with the ideas and, hey, Billie Jo.
Yeah, we couldn't do this for long, like, without her.
No.
So, but I was thinking too, you were just telling me the other day when you ran into somebody and called them the wrong name. And then, but it made me start thinking, because you've been doing that a lot lately. And it was just funny, yeah. Like I know there's a guy at work that you always call the wrong name to, and then you ran into somebody the other day, but then realized afterwards.
It's so embarrassing, Even over the weekend, we were sitting around talking, and I must have asked this poor girl like 4 times what her name was when I was trying to introduce her to people. And the first time I said it, it was wrong. So when she told me her name, I introduced her to someone and I said the wrong name. So I had to apologize for saying the wrong name. And then every time I went to go introduce her again, I had to ask her, I'm sorry, what's your name? And then I had to tell her the story how, like, for some reason, I know the person, but as soon as I open my mouth, the name comes out wrong.
Yeah, I have that. I have 2 people at work that I do that to. I think because they're both like blonde and they don't even look alike, but they're like have the same about the same height maybe, and they're blonde and their names are similar, and I get them backwards, and I know it as soon as it comes out of my mouth that I like called her the wrong name, and then I feel bad because I'm like, I really do know your name. I mean, I've worked with you for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? So you know their name.
That's the thing, like somebody I just met, I don't feel as bad for as someone I've known for years, and then it just comes out the wrong name, and I'm like, what happened? So Stu's always like, Kim, just stop saying people's names, like, just say hi. You don't have to put the name to it. And I'm like, I try not to, but I open my mouth and it comes out like I know your name, and it just comes out wrong.
Yeah. I think we had talked about that not too long ago, actually, with the names. When we say like exactly, when we say like call people by the wrong names. Well, that's the same thing we're doing right now.
I know.
People by the wrong name.
Right.
I don't even know why. Like I thought of it again just because it just recently happened again. So, but it is funny when we do that.
Yeah, it is. But it's not funny because it's kind of an insult to the person you're doing it to, and it's not that I mean to. And I always correct myself after. It may take me a week or 2 or the next time I see them to apologize to them and say sorry, But it's not that I mean to, for sure. So
yeah. I do have another tip of the week that...
another one?
I do. I'm going to give one more tip to, and this, I think a lot of times when I give my tips out, they're things people, most people, common people already know. And it's funny because I'm like, oh my God, I'm 51 and I'm just finally learning this. So bear with me.
That is true.
But this tip actually was really surprised me because I have grown up all of my life with fires, like, fire pits, outside fires,
Right,
hanging
yeah.
outside. I've lit a ton of them. We heat
Yeah.
with wood. I light fire all the time,
Yeah.
So when we were at Bill and Billie Joe's last weekend and they were getting the fire going, and it was misty out, everything was a little wet. It took
Yeah.
a minute, But then somebody had grabbed an empty 6-pack, how it's a cardboard, and flattened it, and then started fanning the fire.
Yeah.
And I was blown away.
That was actually a perfect thing to use too, because we didn't have anything to do it, like to fan the fire. So when we saw that done, it was like it was a sturdy fan to keep going with too. So
I was like,
that's a good tip, Laura.
I was blown away by it. I was like, how after all of these fires, like if I've seen people do it, maybe it never registered to me.
You had to have seen people do it before.
Because I feel like I was like,
you just don't drink. You don't like drink beer, so you don't ever have a 6-pack with you. So you never thought to do it.
Yeah, but going back, even when I did drink, like 30 years ago, I guess maybe I was never responsible for the fire, so I never had I don't even know how.
I've seen people do that.
I wouldn't have known. I had to have seen people do it, but it just never registered to me until the other night, and I was like amazed. And I was like, I gotta tell everybody.
So that is a good tip for everyone, because
For
if you don't know, that is a good way to keep fanning the fire, to keep it for the flames to keep going.
Yeah, anybody that just doesn't know that tip, there's a tip
Well,
of the week.
technically, it doesn't even have to be a 6-pack of beer.
Yeah, it could be a
12-pack of Pepsi.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, anything like that hard cardboard.
Cardboard,
you just take it and you fan your thing, and it gets your flames going, and then you're good to go.
Good tip of the week, Laura. That was a good one.
Yes. So I think we're gonna probably head out and call it a night.
Yeah.
But I think we had thought about doing the question of the week next week.
Yeah.
Because Kim always says that those old guys from the Muppets. Kim's always was like
that sit in the balcony up there. I haven't seen the Muppets in forever, but I always feel like the Muppets are those two old guys that sit in the balcony. I think they're brothers. I'm not sure, but they sit in the balcony, and I always thought they argued with each other, but I think Laura thinks they
just bitch about everything. They were just cranky old men.
Right, cranky old men. So that's what I always say that we resemble, as like the cranky old men on the balcony at the Muppets.
Yeah, which then got us talking about the Muppets because we didn't know their names.
Yeah.
I had to actually Google it to find that. I don't even know if when I watched the Muppets, if I ever knew their names.
I know, and that was so long ago.
I don't remember like the episodes of the Muppets, but I know I used to watch the Muppets like all the time when it was on, But anyways, so our question of the week is, can you name those guys? Me and Kim know their names now, by the way, because we looked it up. We're not going to tell you, but if you can let us know what the two old guys on the Muppets' names were, send us a message, or no, we'll put the question on our Facebook page.
Yes.
So you'll have to answer it on the Facebook page. I think Billie Jo says you got to like, share, and follow the page or something like that.
Copy the page.
Copy the page, yes, to actually be qualified. So if we have multiple people that guess the right answer, then we'd put your name in for a drawing for one of our really cool prizes.
We do have some cool prizes made by Crazy Train Candles too. So there's sprays, there's candles.
Yeah. So you could win one of those.
Yeah.
So watch for the question, and we will catch you guys next week. And thank goodness Billie Jo will be back with us.
And I'm sure you're all saying the same thing, like, oh boy, can't wait to have Billie Jo
Bring
back
with us. Billie Jo. Yes.
Bring back Billie Jo, yes.
And and she's so good because she's like the like, share, follow.
Yeah, she does all that.
You should give the website a try this time, Kim.
The website is crazynotcrazy podcast.castos.com.
Yes. All right. So if you guys want to watch or listen to any of our episodes, all the phone ones are there. The links to all our social medias right there. So Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for bearing with us for
Yes, for
another episode.
Yeah, she'll be back next week though, so we'll be back on track next week. But I hope everyone had a good 4th, and
We'll see you next week.
see you next week.